What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Awakening Purpose Podcast, or TAP for short. I'm your host, Antoine Griggs, and this is the second episode of the Awakening series. We only got one more episode, so make sure y'all tune into this one before going to watch the other one. And I got the previous one right here if y'all want to tune into that one. It's only 5 minutes. If you can't spare 5 minutes for your time, then what you really doing? No, I'm joking. All right, now let's get into it. From the previous episode, it was about Moses and how he was ghosting God and trying to avoid his purpose. But like we all know, you can never, ever ghost God and avoid your purpose. If he call you to the stand, you gonna come to the stand. All right. This time, what happens if God didn't use fire to send his awakening purpose, but instead just a faint name call? Stay tuned to find out who it is. Okay, have you ever been so tired and you wanted some great sleep? I'm talking about the best sleep you ever had in your life. And you don't feel like nothing is going to wake you up. Not your kids, not the TV, not nothing going on outside. Nothing's going to wake you up. So if, something does wake you up, then you grumpy, grouchy, a little annoyed because that was some pretty good sleep. It's hard to get sleep nowadays. And when you can't go back to sleep, what do? You go back on your phone, start scrolling through TikTok, Facebook Marketplace early in the morning, whatever you can do to just pass the time because you ain't going back to sleep. What if you decided to wake up and search for God? A young boy in the Bible named Samuel did just that. It starts off where we're in a temple. Samuel was in bed about to rest, and he hears a faint call. Samuel. He wakes up. Well, I don't think he was sleeping yet, but he gets up. He walks to his mentor, Eli. I'm here, he says. I did not call for you. That's what Eli said to Samuel. Okay, so he goes back, lays back down, and gets ready to go to sleep. Then he hears it again. Samuel. He gets up and repeats the process. Gets the same answer from Eli. I didn't call you. You must be crazy. Why do you keep thinking I called you? I didn't call you. He goes back again. Gets ready to lay back down. Same exact thing. Samuel gets up. I didn't call you. But this time, instead of just leaving it at that, by he I mean Eli, tells Samuel, if you hear it again, state that you are awake and ready to serve. Yeah, that's pretty much a paraphrase. He didn't say just like that, but more or less the same. And from there, he hears it again, does exactly what his mentor Eli tells him to do, and states that he is ready. What if I told you this 12-year-old boy was going to be a turning point for one of the best prophets at a young age? It doesn't matter what age you are, time of day, if you sleeping or you up, but when you hear the calling, you have to answer it. It's just like almost everybody makes the same mistake. You hear the calling, you ignore it. Oh, maybe some other time. I'm a little too tired right now. I just got done working 18 hours. I'm gonna ignore it. But you could be missing out on one of the best things if you just answer the call when it is presented to you. Okay, so we found out that Samuel is going to be a prophet. God revealed to him the future of what his purpose was. But he only found out because he decided to turn down the outside volume of everything that was going around him and turn up his discernment for the Lord to hear the difference between a man calling you and God calling. He made the mistake 3 times that he thought a man was calling him and was told no. And then finally, he listened to his mentor, which led him to listening to God. So, have there ever been a time where you were trying to figure out how to get somewhere and somebody tells you, well, if you do this, then you'll get this result? Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. And then you get a completely wrong result. And then like, well, if you just listened, it's just very annoying. It comes down to it. Like I said, hard-headed, me. That's all me. I do it all the time. And it gets to a point where, you know what? I'm gonna turn myself down a little bit and turn up my listening, patience, stillness. I'm gonna turn that up a whole nother notch while there's be less of me and more of God. Samuel's mom, Hannah, was very eager to have a child in the first place. And she prayed to the Lord, saying, if you bear me a child, I will return him back to you. That's pretty much what started this whole thing. One prayer got answered and a promise was kept. She gave Samuel back to the Lord. And that's what we need to start doing. Anything that is given to us that we ask for, return it back. That's where the 10% tithes come in. You're always supposed to give back. It's not about giving to receive more, but you already received what you asked for. So if it truly meant something to you, you can always give it back to the one who gave it to you. And it shows that your love is more than what you asked for in the lesson learned. So I'm gonna start doing my tap points, tap points after each video. I'm gonna start doing, little challenges for everybody who's viewing. For this challenge, I want everybody, myself included, to spend at least 30 minutes calm, still, mentally, physically, emotionally, turned off from the outside world and turn up your eagerness for the Lord. See if you can build a connection. At least try it once a week, just one time a week, 30 minutes. That's all you need, and it can make a huge difference. So, if you learned something, hit the like button, comment, and see you next time on the Awakening Purpose Podcast. Thanks for watching.